went offline. It's because Google opened itself. Why did it do that? I don't know. I don't know why Google opened itself and decided to stop the stream, but there we are. I didn't even say the words. No, I'm saying about a Victoria sponge. Rick said he was thinking sponges are used to clean things, so I'm saying a sponge in cake form is
Victoria sponge.
Yeah, like a Victoria sponge where you've got it's squidgy, or like a cupcake bottom, cupcake bum. That's a sponge cake. Yeah, I mean it's cake with a sponge texture. You're right. Although you don't want it to be too holy or rubbery. But yeah, no, not like holy, like holy. You're messing with me? Well, I never know. I'm, you know, what, gullible, that's the word. I like a Victoria sponge. Very easy to make. That'll probably be my easiest starting baking project. Putting the stream to one video time? I'm not going to. Probably. Although I don't know how Steffan's bot does it. I think it does it separately. That's just going to be fun, isn't it? Maybe I'll just make a playlist. Around Christmas, I suppose a holy sponge is not out of the realm of possibilities. Oh, Christmas sponge, touched by Jesus himself. I wonder, like, what it would taste like. Maybe it'd be like angel food cake. Alternative gift from one of the wise men. Honestly, I'd rather that than some frankincense. Or myrrh. No one. Who knows anything about myrrh? It just exists. I think it's green. But I don't know about that. Remember a time when my mum baked us some sponge cake? There you go. Easy. It's easy cake. It's easy cake to make. You just do. I mean, we're talking ounces here because I know ounces. But you do 4 ounces of flour, self-raising flour, 4 ounces of sugar, 4 ounces of butter, 2 eggs. The main thing is half the amount of eggs to the amount, and everything else is the same. Done. Sponge cake, done. You can whiz it all up in one go. I mean, if you want to be fancy about it, you cream the butter and the sugar first, and then like you sieve in the flour, and then you do want to add the eggs last. You do want to add the eggs last. We've got full AMA mode. Well, we're waiting for them for the mince pies to finish. It's a lot of sugar. It's just as much sugar as flour. But yes, I mean it is a cake. It's not good for you. Fruit cake is in Binding of Isaac. I don't remember that. I mean they are almost done. How much time has it got left? More than I would have thought. I think I need to get them out really. It's not been 25 minutes, but no, I think it's time for them to come out. Let's have a closer inspection. Done with work? Nice. Do any baking? I'm always shocked at the amount of sugar that goes into whatever I'm baking. But to be fair, some stuff it's like the sugar is spread throughout quite a large area, depending. Actually, let me turn around. We need to turn around. I think this boy can come out though. I think the calzone can come out. Oh, he's so sweet. We'll give the other one slightly longer. Look at it. What a sweet boy. Well, I mean, yeah, cakes aren't healthy. And but if you're making quite a big cake, then at least per slice it's not too much sugar. You just have to think of it per slice. If you have like, because you're probably not going to have an entire cake to yourself, or like several slices in one day. If you have one slice of cake like a day or every other day, then you're all right, you know. You do everything in moderation. Making quite a big cake, there's just more sugar that goes in. It depends on the cake, and it depends on like the sponge type and things. There's all sorts of what's its. If I do bake, it's not going to be for me. Honestly, I baked for just me before, I think. I didn't do any baking at uni that I remember though, because I couldn't be bothered, especially with washing up. Didn't have a dishwasher. Now I know is the reason why I don't bake often. Because baking for one person isn't difficult as such. It's just I don't know. There's something nice about giving cake to other people, right? But baking for yourself is still nice, like especially something like cookies or a tray bake, because you just have a small bit at a time, you know. So I'd always get way too much for one person. Obviously, I was just made those things. Honestly, definitely eating half a cake in a day. Good gracious, Archdale, blimey! I've never had that much cake in one day. Not ever. I don't think I could. I did really enjoy the Yule log though. I could have had a lot of that Yule log, but not before feeling sick. Teach you to bake. It's very easy. If you have like an electric whisk, that would be easier. But there are, like, making a sponge without an electric whisk is pain, to be honest. I wouldn't recommend that, but you can. Something like a brownie mixture would be a bit better without an electric whisk. I think brownies would be better. Cookies would probably be okay. Mince pies are fine. Don't need a whisk for that. I mean, I used the Maggi mix, but you really don't need to. And the main thing with making pastry is you get all of it all mixed together first, your flour and your butter, and you do that with your hands usually, and you like go crummy, and then you just add bits of water at a time to bring it together. That's so you don't need a whisk for pastry actually. So mince pies, very good, like early baking project, to be honest. And if you just want to do puff, it's even easier, because you just get ready to roll puff pastry and then shove it on a thing, put some mince meat on it. I mean, you saw me doing it. But if you want to actually, I mean it counts as baking, but it's like as close to not baking as possible, to be honest. You probably could have had half cake and never did any teenage years well behind you. I don't think I even could have had half a cake. I've had like a sweet tooth, but not like that sweet, you know? I enjoy sweet stuff. I wouldn't have said I have a sweet tooth. The short crust this is short crust pastry, and this is very easy. This is the one we did before. I didn't butter the tins enough, that's all. That's why it's a bit, oh God, Christ, every time. That's the beep for them being done, and I would agree with that. Sorry, it does sound like there's a nuclear bomb going off or something, a nuclear alarm every time. It scares me. I wish it was a bit more gentle. Oh, they puffed up. They puffed up enough that the lids aren't exactly still on it. That's fine. Let me bring them over here and I'll show you guys. Here we are. Ta-da! Can you see them? You can! Well, you can see more than I thought, actually. Last time you made brownies, and having half the brownies I made would have definitely been a rough challenge. Oh my God. use less sugar when baking, and you can have more. I'm afraid there's also fat in baking. You have got both sugar and fat. You do need both for a cake to exist generally. There are fatless sponges, but they tend to be like fruitcake. Fruitcake is a fatless sponge. It's actually decently good for you, but, well, not like good, but it's, as cakes go, it's fairly healthy. But that's why it's not as nice. You don't have a sweet tooth, and it hasn't changed as lately, so I need to be a bit careful. Honestly, I understand that feeling. Have high metabolism. Okay, Tim, you with your mega metabolism. There's our puffy calzone. Lovely. Calzone. Now I think higher means you have, if you have a higher metabolic rate, then you get less fat from things. When I eventually move out, I'm gonna ask for gloves like these because they're just so good. I hate the mitten ones. Why would you want mitten? Like, you have 5 perfectly good fingers on your hands that are really good at doing things. Why would you then be like, you know what would be good is if we got rid of all those fingers so that you're like way less dexterous and you're like a crab trying to get things out the oven. Oh, and they never even fit right because I've got small hands. Honestly. Fingered gloves. Why would you use anything else? You bought up a Nintendo store? God, you never know what they're going to sell, do you? It was quite low, but I think that's fine. We probably want to let them cool a little bit in the tin. I don't know how much though. I also need to clear up though. Fingered oven gloves do exist, but if you take out a tray, the surface area could be helpful. Why? You can hold a tray with your bare hands, you can hold them with a gloved hand if they've got fingers on them. Just less grip if you've got mittens. Spreading the heat. Just get better gloves, to be honest. These are pretty good. They're the salmon run green gloves they wear. Oh my god, that's kind of cool. I just can't be doing with mittens. They are cheaper. They're not worth it. They're not worth. Just invest. Invest in fingered gloves for your oven gloves. They're so much better. So much better. I better do a bit of clearing up. Let's put the chair back, shall we? Let's have a bit more of me and less of my boobs. Oh, a follow. Thank you very much for following. I appreciate you. See, someone clearly you agree with my opinions on fingered gloves versus fingerless, and that's what caused you to follow. These are alright, aren't they? Yeah, they're alright. Don't need to wash. And just give it a bit of a brush. Yes, less boober. Look, it's hard. It's hard when you have your boobers aren't the smallest of boobers, and you're trying to do things on stream. Baked an apple cake here at home, and I found your channel. That was Sesame. Oh, I love apple cake. I just love cake. You know. Where did the lid to this go? Did we have a lid? Did we ever have a lid? I don't know that we did. I find it funny that Americans are like, our national pudding is apple cake, and I'm like, or whatever. I'm like, apple cake is like super British. Or apple pie, that's the one. Apple pie. They're like, apple pie is our national dish. I'm like, what? What? You can't have apple pie. Come up with your own national dish. You could have like deep dish pizza in America. That could be a national dish. But no. Actually yoink someone else's again. Dutch also claim it. Yeah, I think I I can see an argument for either country. I could see there being quite a war, to be honest, over who gets apple cake, or apple pie even. Italy? I really want to go back to Italy. Wash out your jars for recycling. Italy has the best food. This one's a bit stubborn, it is. This is where we use the hidden technique of get your jar full of water and then you put your lid on and then you shake it a lot to clean it. If the Americans were going to claim any pie, I'd say it'd be blueberry. See, I thought you were going to say pumpkin pie. They can have that, to be honest, a bit grim. Well, when I had it, I was like, well, pumpkin feels like it's just got no flavour and it just wasn't very nice. I did actually put in for tickets for the Winter Olympics in Italy, and I got the opportunity to get some, but I was too late for like the finals of the curling, and it turns out that like the whole thing is in so many different locations in Italy that like only the curling was in like one place and things, and it was like, no, I don't think. And also, I mean, I was kind of kidding myself, thinking I could actually afford it, but I did want to. Right, there we go, that's one. Where's the lid to this one? Oh, it's the same thing but different jar sizes. Oh, here it is. I hate the clearing up part, man. Even with a dishwasher. It's such a pain. Pain in the old bum bum. Okay, well, I think that's everything really. This only had water in it, so put that back. Maybe after this we'll do some Skyrim. I kind of feel like carrying on our mod pack at some point. It feels Christmassy. Oh, and we have that Christmas quest to do in it. I've got a Christmas quest mod, but we didn't start it yet because I was like, well, it's not Christmas when last time we played. Now it is Christmas. That means I can start it. Let's put this back where it usually lives. This thing is bloody heavy, this mixer. I'm not one of these with a fancy new mixer. Oh! God. No! Oh no! There we go. I mean, the people with the stand mixers are rich. They're rich. If you've got a stand mixer, you're rich. We do have a stand mixer, but it's like 10,000 years old, so it doesn't count. It's too old to count, okay? I was thinking of doing shortbread today as well, but it's late and my mum will need to use the kitchen. So I'll get out of her hair. How did this ever go in here?
I'm constantly asking that question in this house of how did the X thing ever like come out of there? Still, I'm happy to have some mince pies. I've been looking for mince pies. You've got to watch your rich. A stand mixer, like a KitchenAid, particularly KitchenAids. If you have like a cheapo stand mixer, then maybe I'll let you off. But if you have a KitchenAid, you are rich. I do know someone with a KitchenAid and their family is rich. And I was like, oh my god, you've got a KitchenAid. Right then, let's get these out. They're looking pretty good. Hopefully. Yeah, I greased these a lot, the tin of this a lot more. It's still not the easiest to get out, but come on. Come on. There we go. He's a bit crumbly, that one. I might have done I think I did the bottoms too small. Note to self, do a bigger ass. Yeah, I'm not going to fit them all on there, am I? Well, that one didn't go super well. Parents used to have a store that sold them, so we had one at home because of that. That's pretty cool. Make sure that came in if one had enough money. Yeah. They're so expensive. There is a Mary Berry, like, branded one that Lakeland do, and I'm like, Mary Berry stand mixer, my queen. One day I'll have a stand mixer and it'll be a great day. Mind you, they look like a right piggy to clean. Hopefully, some of it go in dishwasher. Bet you'd probably get one. Yeah. They do seem very useful. Why is that one so unpuffy? Or maybe it's just the sides have come up more. There we go. A couple of difficult ones, but other than that, pretty successful, I think. Hooray! We've got mince pies. It's looking a bit brown on the nose, that's fine. Is the dishwasher clean? It's clean, so it needs emptying. I don't want to do that. Let's put this away and then probably transfer upstairs. So you guys will have to try not to panic. Current pace of between once every 2 years and twice a year, you're good, yeah. But I mean, a hand whisk is kind of required. And a hand whisk is definitely required if you want to do any sort of cream business. Oh, this is still kind of wet, huh? And also kind of floury. It's a bit grim, actually. Let's give you guys a closer look. Da 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 da. Up mince pies. Well done, everyone. You do have a hand whisk. Nice. Puff pastry, short crust pastry, and a few puffers over here. And then the calzone. Whisks are always awkward to clean. No, they're not. You just chuck them in the dishwasher. If you've got one. Otherwise, they are a bit awkward to clean. Remember that from uni. Yay! I kind of want one now. Yeah, I'm gonna have one now. Which one do I choose? Chat, pick. I'm gonna put. I want a short crust one, but tell me when. The swirl. You want me to have the swirly one? The fancy rose one. I do deserve it, don't I? I'm just gonna like. Yeah, pretty good, I would say. Oh, I love mince pies. And that's a pan blender. Oh yeah. I've got that. It's good. There you go. Have some of that. Eat up. Yeah, go warmed up with a bit of cream as well. We do often have that on Christmas Day. Okay, right. I'm gonna. I am wearing a Christmas thing in my hair. I am going to end stream now, and on this one, gonna go upstairs, turn my computer on, and start stream upstairs on computer. We'll decide what we want to do. Don't panic. Do not panic. No panicking allowed. Because I think, other than washing up the trays, I think I'm good. But I have to do that another time anyway. Alrighty. No panicking. I'll see you guys in a minute then.